Everything I'm about to say, you already know it to be true. You are a slave. You are a slave to money, to social economics, to status, to politics, to ideology. You have sold your soul to have a place in a world order that you should naturally oppose. First of all, welcome back to the Black Out from your boy, Brother Kush. As you can see, I got some stuff on my mind. Because I've been seeing all these videos lately floating around talking about this situation with Walmart closing. I think it's the Chicago area. Walmart is closing, and I got this girl filmed it walking around the Walmart crying because of the way the niggas looted up Walmart. You know what I'm saying? She's crying about it, and say, man, I you know, and every black person that has done a video, one dude talking about black people, y'all are embarrassing me, you know, and oh, I'm ashamed, and these Pookies destroyed, that's O'Shea, Pookies destroyed this, and Pookies did that. See, I'm going to say something that y'all ain't heard yet, but let me tell y'all something about real life. Y'all are faking it, bro. And y'all can sit up here and fake all you want, but I know what you make. You forget all of this shit is tracked. We know what the average median income is. We know what the average wage is. We know what the percentage of people that make more than $50,000 is. It ain't a lot. So y'all can sit around here and talk all that shit because we know what the percentage of people who make less than $30,000 is also. It is a whole lot. If you got a whole lot at the very bottom, then there's a problem with the system that you live under. Not a problem with how the people are reacting. There's a problem in the way that we live. There's a problem here. Most people are just one tragedy away from being homeless. One accident, one misstep, and you'll find yourself in Walmart looting also. They've already ripped out self-checkouts out of a lot of the store, out of most stores, and not just in the ghetto. I don't live in the ghetto, and I've seen people, the Whole Foods where I live at, they took out all the self-checkouts. Now they just put more in there, but they set it up differently. I guess they figured they could watch it better. But they took out all the self-checkouts because I watched them white folks sit up there with lists. They already got the codes that they want to ring shit up under. The shit ain't even what they ringing up. Trying to save a buck. Especially if you want to live healthy. There is something wrong with our system. Y'all have a lot of nerves to sit here and chastise poor blacks for trying to find a way to come up. Y'all are so self-righteous and elite. Man, you niggas make me sick. Y'all know damn well poverty is a result of this system. And as black people, there are nobody more targeted by this system than we are. And y'all have no empathy for your own. Where is the empathy? What are we supposed to do, bro? We the last ones hired, the first ones fired. We the most overlooked for jobs. I just seen a woman do a documentary. I'm gonna see if I can put it in here. I'm gonna see if I can find it when I do the editing. I just seen a woman do it. She explained it, how even white men with fucking felony convictions have a higher chance of getting hired than black men with no convictions. A white chick did it. A white sociologist or something like that. It's not my words. She showed it. She did the study. She did the research, and she put it out there. Showing that, man, blacks just have it harder. And as black Americans, you would think that we would understand that more than anybody else. And we would have some empathy for our own. That we wouldn't be sitting up here, man, talking about what a shame. You niggas are embarrassing me. Y'all will be ashamed of yourselves. Man, why? This system ought to be ashamed of itself for causing people to have to do shit like that. Y'all think people commit crime just for the fun of it? No, y'all ain't that dumb. Y'all got the stick up y'all ass. Y'all just that elitist. Y'all just that caught up in the bull. But y'all ain't that dumb. Where's our empathy, man? It's hard out here, people. It's hard out here. And I know y'all know it's hard out here. I seen a BMW, clean BMW on a flatbed the other day. You know what that was. Somebody just got their car repoed. Won't y'all look up the statistics of people losing their cars and stuff? Won't y'all look up the data on bankruptcies and stuff? Why don't y'all come out here in the real world and stop pretending like everything A-OK? Because the bitch that's crying in that video talking about, y'all man, y'all wrong for this, what y'all did this place. Y'all wrong. I'm not going to be associated with y'all. Yeah, I don't want to be associated with you. I want the people that got enough stones to say, man, you ain't about to sit here and starve me to death, my family to death, and I'm not going to do nothing. I want to fuck with them kind because I could build something with men like that. Men like that got what it takes, that if you just give them a direction, they can do something. But no, y'all want to alienate them. I don't want to alienate nobody. I don't want to alienate those brothers no more than I want to alienate the brothers that's trying to go to college and trying to do it that way. Because you're going to find out too when you go to college, when you get out in the real world and you start living your life, you're going to find out. You're going to find out. When you find yourself underemployed, you know what I'm saying, if employed at all, you're going to find out. With all this student loan debt, you're going to find out. You're going to find out. Nah, man. I'm just telling you, bro, we need some empathy, bro. The problem is not the people that try to come up by committing crime. The problem is that people have to commit crime. And I can't be the only person that understand that, bro. I get it, man. I'm Pookie. See, that's the problem y'all have. I'm just a realist. Because what are you prepared to do, man, if you got a family? Because first of all, most of you niggas ain't got no family. That's y'all first problem. Y'all don't have nothing to fight for. And I always talk about that. You know what sent me to the streets? Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all a real story. I'm gonna back up. Real story. For those that don't know, I went into the engineering program in the United States Navy. What made a man like me go into the engineering program in the Navy? I had a girl pregnant. I was a teenager. I had a girl pregnant. I knew what I was doing already. I'm already carrying guns. I'm already out here bad. Okay, so I got a choice now. You know, the way I'm living, I might not be around, you know what I'm saying? So let me try something different. I went into the program to stop from having to be on the streets. But once I was inside their system, I saw how I just could not fit. I just couldn't fit. It's too much. I don't mind playing the game of saluting the officers and all that stuff and yes sir and stuff, but I am not your slave. You're not going to come talking to me. And this is the second time I beat another officer up. This was a chief. He comes. I don't know if he had a bad night at home with his wife or what, but he come in there, man. He got an attitude. He got it on his mind. He's screaming at people for no damn reason. He's all in people's faces, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't got nothing to do with this man. I remember this shit like it's yesterday, bro. I had nothing to do with this man. This man coming up to me screaming at me, hold on. Back up off me. Who you talking like that? I ain't your superior. You gonna pop, 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 pop. I just didn't play, bro. Look, bro, I ain't play. I am not sitting here talking shit on YouTube. I live the way I talk. I ain't play that shit, bro. So eventually I got court-martialed. I ain't got to tell you what happened. I got kicked out. Eventually I get kicked out. I get kicked out the military. But it had nothing to do with the job, had nothing to do with my ability to play the rules of the game. The problem is the game itself is messed up because the game wants you to be a bitch to everybody that's above you, and I ain't gonna be nobody's bitch. So I went back in freedom zone, the streets, where every man get it how they live, where your hustle pays off. Your grind pays off. You know what I'm saying? But it is a meritocracy out there. I sold products that were true to the hustle game. So you can't disrespect people that go out there and do the things that you are afraid to do, because most of y'all would have just sat there and let these people abuse you verbally. So you mad at me because I ain't cut like that? You mad at these brothers because they ain't cut like that? So anyway, the point to all this is you gotta have some empathy, because you gotta know what we are up against as black people. And I haven't even told the stories about all the racial fights we had in there with the military boys. We was always fighting the MPs. Military police, yes. Blacks, us brothers, were always in physical fights with military police because they were always fucking with us. These people get these positions as police to be bullies. The same reason you got these cops right now. Jump out on a car, man. They get a call for a mental health crisis. This man is suicidal or whatever. They pull up. The man's mom is standing outside of the pickup truck trying to talk her son down. He has a gun on his lap. He's going through it. She's talking to him. She's the one that called the police. The police gets on the scene screaming, "Put your hands up, lay down, give it. Scream. And see, the lady is calmly standing there talking to somebody. She's not under gunpoint or nothing. She's not under duress. She's standing there. And they screaming and hollering like Osama bin Laden is standing there with a chest bomb on or something, bro. And they start firing. While the lady is standing there, they start shooting. Hit her son several times. Luckily, the boy lived. He's suing him right now. There is a problem with the system and all those that support it. And as black people, we damn sure have no reason to support this system. And that's one of the disconnects I have with all of y'all. I just don't see how y'all could support any of this. This is not only madness, it's evil. And we supposed to be children of God. We should not be supporting none of this evil and wickedness, man. What kind of person can look at this stuff and think that it's okay? Can you look at the crimes that people commit and honestly tell you? I'm talking about financially based crimes. Although almost everything turned back to money at some point. I'm talking about people stealing and, like people stealing clothes out of malls and stuff like that. They go and sell that stuff, people. This is just to make money so that they can buy groceries for their children. And that's the point I was about to make. What are you prepared to do, man, if you lose everything, you got a family to feed? What are you going to do for your family? Because when I came home, I ain't getting a girl pregnant again. In fact, I made 2 more kids at the time. Now I'm hustling hard. And I mean, I'm balling within weeks, literally. I done went from standing on the corner to balling. Because I hustled around the clock to make sure that my kids and my girl had things. To make sure that my moms had things. To make sure that my nephews had things. I had a large load on my back as a street dude. And I carried it. But what are you willing to do for yours? When everything goes down, when everything crumbles apart, your little safety net of a job is ripped from under your feet, what are you willing to do? You shouldn't throw that stone at them people, man, because you look, truth be told, there are a lot of squares in prison. There are a lot of dudes just like y'all, they went to college. In fact, some of them catch their cases in college. Especially federal prison. It's not full of just petty liquor store thieves. There are a lot of dudes just like you. Y'all should have some empathy for what you see, bro. Y'all should have some empathy, man. Because the problem is the fact that people have to do these things. The problem is that people feel like they have to do it. Now, they didn't, but the only thing is they stupid hustlers, because now what they gonna do? The Walmart closed, that hustle gone. You know what I'm saying? That hustle is gone. So now you got to move on to something else. I mean, and good luck. Because we don't have a lot of hustles no more. They've been locking down hustles all around the board. Somewhere around the early 2000s, CDs was the thing people hustling. Niggas making money off of CDs. Do you know they used to send task forces? I mean, the feds will come out there in military gear, 50, 60, 70 officers, to go to a dude's flea market table who sell bootleg CDs. You swear to God he's a terrorist that got some kind of IED under the table, some kind of rocket launcher or something. Nah, the nigga selling bootleg CDs, and they send people, they do month-long investigations and send people out there in military-style gear to shut down a dude table at a flea market. Seen it. I seen it. Send people in there investigating black-owned clothing stores to see if they have any black market clothes in there. And they do, after doing a long investigation that probably costs more than the money that they make in the store, you know, cost the taxpayer more. They go in there with 100 officers just to lock down a black-owned store. But why do you think these markets are illegal? Because we the ones who do it. If these white boys were selling illegal clothes, they wouldn't run up in their stores. I bet if a white boy had a clothing store, they never. I mean, I knew Arabs and stuff that had clothing stores. They never ran up in their stores. Never went in their stores. But every black man I knew that had a clothing store, you know, all my friends and associates were entrepreneurs. All of them had their shits ran off in. All of them, multiple times. You be in that shopping, man, the fucking feds come in that bitch with all these guns pointing at you, like, and screaming again, screaming and hollering, like they in here to arrest some kind of kingpin or something, man. You coming in here behind jeans and shirts. Seriously? You got all these guns for that? And it's not just that. What about the people that got health food stores? Do you know how many independent health food stores have been shut down by the federal government? They come in there again with 80 officers dressed in military-style tactical gear with rifles pointed at everybody behind fucking tomatoes and raw milk. And you could sit here with a straight face and talk about how you were embarrassed that people would loot a store? Man, yeah. Something wrong with y'all blacks, bro. Something wrong with y'all, bro. Something wrong with y'all. And again, it's all wrong. I'm not trying to say what's right or what's wrong for the people's reaction, right? You react however you react. The real wrong is that pressure that makes you have to react. Understand that. That is the universal law. The crime is not in the reaction. The crime is in the act that caused the reaction. That's the thing you judge. You don't judge the reaction, you judge the act. What is the act that causes people to react the way they do by stealing, by looting, by selling drugs? What is the act from this system that causes that? That's what you need to be talking about. So go pull up the corporation, go pull up the high price of the high cost of low prices. Go pull up all this stuff and understand how a small business owner can't let nobody keep shit for 30 days and bring it back. We can't compete with that. Your business is going to get shut down. Walmart come to your town, their return policy alone is going to put you out of business. And the fact that they would take some shit back that they can resell, repackage it all cheesy and shit, all broke up, taped up and shit, and somebody else going to come and buy that product, sometimes at full price. But let a small business owner have some shit on the shelf that looked like somebody opened it. He couldn't sell it. Even if he said, well, somebody just opened up and looked at it, it don't matter. He couldn't sell it. The mindset of the customer is different when they're dealing with a small business owner. That's a topic for another day. That's a topic for another day. I'm going to end it there, man. I'm Brother Kush, bro. The Black Alpha, man. So long.